some people need you to be the villain in their story so bad. There is a certain effortlessness to you that can only be achieved through hard work. I find it funny that whenever we speak to the path of ease, I find that anything that looks easy is the result of hard work. It can consistently be misconstrued as meaning like things are easy. It's the things that are easy for you, meaning like the things that you can go after and do for hours, you can get lost in them. That's the path of ease. That's the path of your interest. That's the path of mastery. That anything that you are good at or anything that looks easy absolutely has had hours of work put in, and some people really can't stand that about you. I'm hearing triple threat. There is this energy to you where you are not only talented, but you are hardworking, you're humble, you're smart, and then you have the audacity to be attractive on top of all of that. That can really piss people off. There will be people who truly admire and love these things about you, and then others who feel that it is so unattainable and unfair that you have been given all of these gifts that they have no choice, they feel, but to hate on you. I was getting kind of like Megan Thee Stallion vibes, that kind of thing, where it's like people will make fake accounts just to stalk you or like talk shit about you, that kind of thing. Like you were in a lot of people's conversations, in a lot of people's minds, minds really. I love that I've got the star here. That's kind of your energy. And then this 10 of Pentacles reverse, which is sort of that like hating on others isn't going to make you rich. It's not going to fill your plate. It's not going to give you anything that they could be taking notes, but instead they are busy spending their time picking you apart or trying to find flaws within you. I find this happens a lot, like with, I will say, people I've known, like the most attractive people I've ever met, don't always know it because they've mostly been picked apart their entire lives, is that everyone will tell them everything that's wrong with them, but they'll never like give them a compliment. So they have a hard time like recognizing the goodness in them because everyone has sought to tear them down, to bring them down to their level. Interesting, you're finding balance in this, so maybe you could relate to that and you're finally coming out of this period of like seeing yourself in this disillusioned state. That was definitely a theme for this full moon, is a lot of like truth coming out around like power dynamics and that kind of thing. Yeah, where you once felt disempowered, you have been stepping into this Queen of Swords energy, this like decisive, strong-willed, but very knowledgeable, knowing of yourself. That this has been where the imbalance or injustice has been, actually. So maybe you really relate to what I said about the most attractive people I've met, is that you could have, and this is attractive like in energy, it's not just physical beauty. This is like attractive in any space. So if you're really good at something, I don't know why I just got the image of basketball. So if you're like a really good basketball player and you felt like you were the only one that was picked on, even if other people didn't show up as good as you, but it's like everyone had a critique for you, it's because like you stood out and people just wanted to humble you a little bit. I find that happens in a lot of spaces. Like if you're particularly smart, people just expect more of you. If you are the hardest worker, people come down on you harder. It's that weird, like if you don't provide anything, people don't seem to care much, but if you do bring a lot to the table, people love to tear you down. Interesting, got this Tower reverse. So it's almost like this is a realization that you had, and it's shifted your perspective on you and your power, and you're starting to see almost like the hate isn't something to shy away from. If anything, it's like whoever has something negative to say, it's like another pat on your back. It's actually something that you can use to boost you up. Yeah, especially with this Four of Swords. So you could have been in meditation around this full moon. I know that was a lot of my guidance for my personal clients. There was a lot of guidance to go inwards for this full moon, to do some clearing work. And this could be something that you cleared out recently. So let me get a closing message for you. I'm drawn to, this is the Strength card, and there's a child on this card. So, and the child and then the woman on this are both wearing pink dresses. So again, this could have been something that, like a childhood wound that you cleared up, that you balanced, that was brought, that was righted. There is a new moon in Libra at the end of the month, so that could be very significant for you in regards to, like, I guess what's coming next in regards to this justice for you, but you're getting a glimpse of it of what's being cleared and what's going to be allowed to, I guess, be planted and come in this next season. Oh, so you've actually had an ending around something that brought you a lot of anxiety, that you've been a little, I don't want to say indecisive, you've been more in a planning stage about like an unconventional path that you've taken. So something where you have been following your skills may have taken you down an unconventional path, and you are actually getting a lot of clarity again around this full moon and around any insecurities that you had around this path, that were actually stemming from like this root piece of you, this almost like this wound from childhood that is being cleared out. So expect things to, I'm seeing like almost someone that was on a path that was really overgrown, and it's like the path just clears out. It's like smooth sailing ahead. This has been coming through a lot again for this full moon energy. So expect your path to get a lot clearer, because a lot of what was clouding your path was whatever this wound was, that you have since overcome. So congratulations on that. If this resonates with you, let me know. All of my services are linked in my bio, and make sure you grab a raffle ticket. They are $5. They're in my link tree. I know some of you have been having trouble finding that. It's on my page in my link tree.